Welcome to World War Legends. Right here is the campaign cruiser Nottingham, and right here is my win rate, and thus far is 37%. I don't really. This is my best game of out of all, basically any of my time playing the Nottingham, but it's a decent, it's a good credit, or it earns you silver if you're looking at this, and if there's any reason to get this, it's to earn silver. It's a good silver earner. But anyways, if you're wondering why it's yellow, I thought I'd have a little fun. But, just... I don't know, I saw the yellow pinata camo just lying around. I thought, well, I'd make a permanent camo out of this. Why don't I make a permanent yellow camo out of this and see if it basically conceals the citadel. Spoiler alert, it does not. So, yeah. This is my very first game of the evening. Well, basically it was earlier. It was still daylight outside, but it's basically the very first game, and you get thrown up against tier 8s. But that's alright. It's not trying to engage tier 8s to shoot you. I'm not trying to engage the tier 8s head on. I'm just gonna hang around from a distance and see if I could get some long range hits. That's all I'm doing with the tier 8s. That's what you want to be doing if you're a tier 7 Nottingham, if I'm saying it right. If there's anyone that there's good and there's bad. There's good and there's not so good about this. The guns, they're all facing forward, like it wants to be a Nelson and a Rodney. But yeah, unfortunately it's really not facing up to the Nelson Rodney standards. And this is basically during the whole Washington Naval Treaty, and I tried looking at the history of how the Nottingham came to be. How the idea came to be. And I had to find it on, well, if it's not on console, it will be on PC. And to hear that little piece of concepts of the idea, my apologies to the British, but yeah, I mean, isn't it? It's just something. It's really the first. Oh, this is a better credit earner than the Kronstadt is. I really have bad times with Kronstadt. I have a bad time with the Kronstadt. and that's a little better. And the armor-piercing shells, basically the AP shells, they're not that bad, but
Enemy destroyer inside.
yeah, he kind of saw that my shells were coming and started going forward. But hey, I got to the epic. It activated my epic mod, so therefore it's basically gonna, this destroyer is basically asking for it. And I honestly thought there'd be a nice little destroyer, not a nice little destroyer, you know, tongue twist. But anyways, I thought I'd get a torpedo hit, but it turns out not to be the case. And yeah, just this is the best I could do. And the man thought it was a good idea. I don't know his logic of thinking, but if it was to get torpedoes off, I'm sorry, that is not the way to go. I mean, there's a Laffy I would find more threatening. I find the Laffy more threatening than that destroyer that I just sent packing. I find the Laffy more threatening than the Awami. The Awami, I refer it to, oh boy. So, where to begin? Because, well, each time I play the Awami, it turns out to be a victory and I still survive. But, yeah, that's a video for another time. But anyways, it's a big target, and yeah, there are plenty of times I thought, yes, this is not the game. This isn't. But well, it turns out it's not only where I was proven wrong, but hey, I couldn't believe how this. Now, if I was playing the Awami, yeah, I would just put the Commander Yamato or the Star Trek Borg Queen, the Star Trek Collaboration Commander Borg Queen. Yeah. But I find that Laffy would to be a little more scary if I could get not so tongue twisted. But anyways, I found that Laffy to be more scary than the Awami. Well, one, the Laffy could do what Laffy does best, and that is have more frightening armor-piercing shells, but, you know, yeah, he's dead. And the Blue Archive Turpits, that BA Turpits or Blue Archive Turpits, however you want to say it, he went down, and the Laffy is pretty much going to take his frustration out on me. Because, well, I know that's what I would do. But, yeah, he's got more chances of winning the lottery and going to... because he's moving forward and I'm reversing. Causing me to kind of, for a little bit, to overshoot him. But anyways, that's it. That's all around. This is a solid game and a solid boat. Stay tuned for more World War Legends. Stay tuned for more. Peace.